All right, let's dive into something that's so important for anyone in a helping profession, but something we rarely get taught. We're talking about how you prepare yourself on the inside for those really high-stakes, difficult conversations. And you know what? It all starts in that quiet moment before the session even begins.
Just think about that for a second. You know the moment. The client hasn't walked in yet, or you're about to click join on the video call. There's that anticipation, right? Maybe a little bit of anxiety. Well, that quiet moment, that's where the real work of preparation actually happens.
And this, right here, gets to the absolute heart of what we're talking about today. So often, we get completely hung up on what we're gonna do or the perfect thing we're gonna say, but the most important preparation, it's not about your strategy, it's about your stance.
And this idea, this foundational shift from focusing on your external tactics to cultivating your internal posture, well, that's what completely transforms your ability to do meaningful work, especially when things get really tough. Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we build this stance? Well, the very first step is actually pretty simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It's about acknowledging the weight of the situation, just facing what's coming head on. What this really means is you have to be totally honest with yourself. If you know the session is going to involve deep grief or major conflict or just a ton of tension, you have to name it. Pretending it's just another day at the office is a form of professional avoidance. And honestly, it doesn't help you, and it definitely doesn't help your client.
Now, this slide here makes a distinction that is so important. The discipline is in holding the weight of your client's situation without claiming ownership of it. You see the difference? You fully acknowledge their reality, but you don't mistake their crisis for your own. That boundary, it's everything.
So, once you've acknowledged what's happening externally, the focus has to turn inward. The next step is all about clearing out your own internal noise. This is how we make sure we are truly emotionally available for the person sitting in front of us.
So what is this internal noise? Well, it can be just about anything, can it? It could be that little tiff you had with someone this morning, or maybe a subtle irritation with this client from your last meeting. It could be that really strong urge to just jump in and be helpful too fast. Or, and this is a big one, that temptation to prove just how good you are at your job.
And let's be super clear here. The goal is not to become an emotionless robot. That's impossible, and it's not even helpful. The goal is simply to notice these things, to name them to yourself, and then consciously, intentionally, set them aside just for now. It's about being truly emotionally available, not emotionally absent.
This brings us to what is honestly maybe the most important mental reset of the whole process. It's the huge distinction between taking responsibility and trying to take control. Getting this one right changes the entire game.
And this definition just nails it. This is the professional stance. Your commitment, your job, is to be responsible for the process, how you show up, how you listen, the space you create. Your job is explicitly not to be responsible for the outcome.
Just look at this comparison for a second. On the left, responsibility is calm, steady work. It's showing up regulated, listening without a hidden agenda, intervening with care. But on the right, that's control. And control is frantic, anxious energy. It's that impulse to fix, to rescue, to convince. Usually because we're trying to soothe our own discomfort.
So let's break it down. Taking responsibility means showing up regulated yourself. It means listening just to understand, intervening with real purpose and care, and sometimes it means just naming what's actually happening in the room right when it matters most. And on the flip side, it is so important to know the traps we fall into when we slip from responsibility into control. We try to fix problems that are not ours to solve. We try to rescue people from their own necessary discomfort. And we try to speed things up because their slower pace is making us feel anxious. Now, all of these mental frameworks are absolutely essential. But you know what? They won't hold up under real pressure if we aren't physically present. So the final piece of our preparation is about returning to the body.
And look, this doesn't have to be some big, complicated thing. Just take a moment. That's it. Slow your breathing way down. Feel your feet on the floor. Actually notice the chair supporting your weight. This super simple practice anchors you right here, in the present moment, which is the only place the work actually happens.
And why does this matter so much? Because a regulated nervous system is a professional superpower. Seriously, it's what gives you the ability to sit with silence and not freak out. It's what allows you to stay steady when emotions get really intense.
And it's what gives you clarity, even when the path forward feels totally ambiguous. All right, so let's pull all these pieces together into one last powerful idea. This whole approach is really about reframing what a difficult session even means in the first place. It is not a sign that you're failing, it's a sign of depth. It's about being human first and professional always.
If you only carry one single intention into your next difficult session, let it be this one. Your goal is not to solve everything. Your goal is simply to stay present, completely, without abandoning yourself or the person you were there to help.
I mean, what a powerful reframe. When the work gets uncomfortable, it doesn't mean something's wrong. In fact, it often means you're getting so much closer to what's real and true. That discomfort, it's a signal that the work is becoming meaningful.
And this is the mantra that really holds it all together. You bring your full, grounded humanity to your work, and you hold all of that within a clear, reliable, professional container. The one doesn't cancel out the other. They actually make each other stronger.
So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this question for your own practice. Before your next tough conversation, what is the one thing? Maybe it's the need to be right, the desire to fix something, the fear of silence. What is the one thing you can consciously release, just to make a little more space for whatever is real?